Hello and welcome to episode 6 of our Corvuria campaign. In the last episode, we moved our way into the north a little bit, taking off the core province of Ibavar, which has led to us getting a lot of not only potential trade power in this node that we could use down the line, but also some decent trade goods with a lot of development in them. We have also accepted the Moon Elf culture, so we are getting a lot of value out of this state, which is very nice. It was a good bit of addition to our economy, which right now, by the way, is booming. We are looking fantastic. In fact, I can even build 2 more troops, and so I will, just to stay up at our force limit. We currently are in a war against Frozen Maw. Our ally Goed. I was going to say, Arboran doesn't make much sense. Goed has called us in, and we are now helping, quote unquote. Really what I'm doing, I'm just up here looting provinces. I don't really plan on participating much, but I will be a little bit of a fun ally here, and I'm going to take Eschor and Woodhall to make sure Goed can't take a lot of things on the interior of Rosamond, at least not easily. I don't really want Goed expanding if I can help it. Okay, so someone mentioned how spreading vampires, there is actually a way to see who has the vampires, or at least who I've spread them to. Is it in the estate tracker? It is. Okay, the estate tracker shows me. So Goed does in fact have vampires. We successfully did spread them to them, and Luciande does as well. But that's not a huge surprise to us. We already knew that. But that's it. That's all we got. Just Corvuria, Luciande, and Goed. So we have to continue to try and spread it out a little bit more. Who should we go for next? I mean, I'd still like to get some of the electors. Spread vampires. Yep. I think we've tried to spread them to Pearl's Edge before, but we'll try it again. Doesn't hurt to try. We could take aristocratic ideas, but we're saving up for tech. Yeah, it's almost time to take Tech 8, and we are super far behind on Diplo. Yeah, we are focusing Diplo now. That's good. That's good. Because we need to recover. But we finished espionage ideas, mostly because it gave us that vassalization increase, acceptance increase, and, well, I should perhaps actually vassalize Nathalair now that I can. Might be somewhat of a decent idea to do so. So we now have Nathalair as a vassal, which is very good. I could tell them to divert their trade to me, but I don't know if I really care. I'm not going to. I'm not collecting here. They're not even pulling trade here, so I don't really care. For now. Now, is there anyone else that would be willing to be vassalized by me? Aska, Everin, and Marblehead are the only 2. Ravenbanner is close to a Diplo vassalization, and we're going to need to vassalize them anyways. We'll get a CB on it. But if I can do it peacefully, then I may just be okay with that. Let's max out our relations first before I try and ally them. Because, again, we don't have the Diplo relation slot, and I don't want to spend the Diplo because we are super far behind. And we need to catch up. That way our vassals stay loyal. Is kind of important. 2069, nice. And is not worth PU. They're like an opium. I don't care. Vern wants access. They're at war with Rayuel. Yeah, that's through Eberthil, most likely. That's how that's going down. Can I afford to grab... Well, I mean, I could grab another general, but I don't really want to. I'd rather take tech and then ideas. I don't really want to siege down these forts, especially level 3 forest fort. Like, we can still recover our manpower a bit here, so I think we'll just chill, and we'll keep drilling this stack down here, just for funsies. For funsies, and just make a little bit of money. It helps pay off the army at the very least. We're making 3.37 a month. We have 3 cav on each of these armies, so we are looting pretty quickly, all things considered. So we will go ahead and just continue to do that. I'm a little nervous about this, so we'll have to keep an eye on them. But our military is pretty good right now. Goet's moving in. Do I want to reinforce? Not really. Nathalair, huge Nathalair. Let's go. Got vassalized, immediately sends their troops up north to help. Good guy, Nathalair. Good guy, Nathalair. Are we building... I was going to say, are we building boats? And the answer is yes, we are. We are in the process of building up our boats. which is going to be important for our wars down in this section of the world. Having galleys will make it a lot easier, at the very least, to get things done. Otherwise, they'll blockade you and your war exhaustion will increase, and then you might not be able to cross onto some of the islands. And then they're sitting there like, no way, I refuse to peace out. Even though it doesn't make any sense, because you're like full occupy them except for that one province. And it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. We also took some land off the goblins down here. And people said that I could send a colonist to the monstrous frontiers. I didn't think you could. Let me just double check. No, you absolutely can. Okay, I was just wrong then. That's my bad. I was under the impression that you could not send colonists to a monstrous frontier, but maybe it just got changed into a regular thing. So this took longer than we needed it to, but oh well. Yep, we will take all of these techs. There's no reason to hold off on them. There we go. That is now colonized immediately, and is our culture and religion. So that is pretty sweet. Now, there's nothing else we can do with our colonists after this, but we're going to lose it relatively soon anyways. So not too big of a deal there. Cold Harbor can be looted, so let's send you to Cold Harbor. I'm sure that Frozen Maw is not appreciating what we're doing. Let's check our mission tree. So I need to finish with that, and then I need 10 galleys. Then I get the subjugation CB on Nathalair, but I already have Nathalair under my control. They'll become Corvurian. And then I need a marketplace, a dock, and a shipyard. Oh, it needs to be owned by me, so we have to integrate. Yeah, integrate Nathalair. Okay. So we integrate Nathalair, and we get 150 Diplo points. Bal Ord needs to be owned by me, but we get a subjugation CB on Ourdia after we get this colony complete, which is really soon. So odds are that is going to be our next war here, is against them. So we're going to want to have our troops back down on their border so we're ready to jump on them pretty soon. Pretty soon. Yep, we can go ahead and state that up. It's fine because we won't be taking any of this for ourselves. Well, that's not true. We'll probably take this off of Ourdia, just so I can get into the deep woods easier. Oh, and actually, Veer Cores is available. So the faster we get this done colonizing... When do I lose my colonist? I don't remember, and that is an important thing I need to know. In 1500. Okay, we'll be fine then. Because I would like to get this colonized to start our movements into the deep woods. Because I know that eventually we will need to move in there. Plus, I mean, we border it, so... it would be a good source of trade income to go trade company, the deep woods. Okay, what do we do with the goblins? What do we do with the goblins? Do we kick the goblins out? Do we let them stay and convert them? I mean, there's not a lot of goblins left. There are some goblins here, though. And there are goblins in the deep woods. We would lower our Diplo rep to get rid of them. We could just culture convert them eventually. And just regular convert them now. Yeah, we'll be kind. We'll be kind. Alright, mission completed. Reports of Raven March. Raven March has now formed. They are no longer an adventurer, and Luciande will currently not join them because they are bankrupt. Well, let's get ourselves a second vassal. So much for doing things diplomatically. All right, reports from Raven March. After the end of the Green Tide, we sent forward an expedition to claim the abandoned territory in the name of Corvuria. Now they have settled down and made a nation of their own. It is time to remind them of their purpose. We discovered the Woodmark, Devased, Dire Mill, Dawson's Way, Guides Way, Old Vernum, Cattlesward, and Aldcamp. We discovered the entire South Castanor region. Oh, it's like we show them our maps, they show us their maps. And we get a subjugation CB for 20 years. Interesting. Okay. You know, we could possibly snag this province off of them, and then we get an anti-monstrous CB on the orcs. We can use that to expand into Eskin proper. If I declare war right now, though, I lose relations, or I lose stability because of good relations, so I'm going to go ahead and insult them. Also, Pearls has just caught our spy again. Again, as they do, as they do. Let's fabricate a claim on, I believe it's Nuriel, right? Nope, it's North Iberville. Where's Nuriel? How did I get a claim on Nuriel? I don't know what exactly we just got claims on. Oh, I claimed a province, not the area. Not the... well, I mean, technically, it was the correct area to get a claim in. That's pretty good. It's pretty close to what we were looking for. Maybe not exact, but pretty close. All right, spread you out. And we can now declare a subjugation CB. Okay, you have 9,000 troops. You are allied to... not Corintar. To Brave Brothers up here. Can I call him Goed? No, I can call him Arboran, though. Yeah, let's do that. That way Arboran can go deal with Brave Brothers. We will send our 3 cannons onto the siege immediately with our 2 siege general. Actually, keep the 2 siege general on the troops. We're going to go, hopefully, fight their troops before they can run away. Because then the war will be much faster. There we go. And now we can send all of you back. The cannons, preferably, are the ones that go back. All right, and our colony is complete, so let's immediately start colonizing into the deep woods. Beautiful. And we can resettle the flooded coast. The now flooded coast was once the heart of trade in southern Eskin. With the distasteful city of Nathalair sitting just off the shores, now controlling the flow of goods, our goal is made clear. Take back the coastline and prepare to invade. We get a subjugation CB on Ourdia, which will last for 20 years. Okay, well, we will keep working on that then. As long as there's not access... oh, they do have access. That's not great. Let's get all of our troops up to this province then, to make sure they don't pop out of the fog of war and wipe these guys. Arboran, what are you doing? Go here. Hey. Hey, Arboran, go siege down the capital. That's what you're here for. I don't need to call in Sagamber. It's a waste of time. They're far away. I mean, maybe Arboran doesn't have access through Goed like we do. But they should. If we have access, they should have access. Okay, well, they're fighting the Brave Brothers, who have a lot of troops. Wow. They're still an adventurer. That's why. Yep, that would do it. That would do it. I also didn't need all those troops on the siege. That was unnecessary. Ourdia is just allied to Tornanin, and I have the subjugation CB, and I could move in immediately. And hope that Arboran goes and sieges down those guys up there. I can actually send these 11k to help out to make sure they do that, but let's start this Ourdia war. I don't really have a reason to hold off on it. The sooner we have them in our control, the better. And we will send these mercs to siege down Balord. Attracting the right people. Nobility estate gains 10 loyalty, and we get a skill 2 trader that is half price. Well, I have a Diplo rep guy right now that is not half price. And I will actually get you up to level 4. We're making enough money for that. And again, we are super far behind on Diplotech. So any amount of bonuses I can get are better. All right, and let's declare the subjugation war on you. I don't need to call in any allies. I'll call in Sagamber so they can deal with Tornanin maybe. Just less work for me. Alright, send you there. You go with them. You take that 2 siege general, which is just so nice that we own that. How many troops do you have? 5,000 troops. And you're 2 techs behind me. Okay, well. I don't think things are going to go too well for you then. Don't think things are going to go too well for you. The mages want money. Well, the mages can get over it. Do you still have lots of troops? You still have 30,000 troops, but my allies are making their way over. Kind of. Oh, do I need to siege this down so they can get over here all the way? No. They can definitely get here. No, I think I did need to siege this down so they actually had access. I don't know why they didn't just walk through Athfork, but whatever. Okay, tier 4, state and religion. We can strengthen clergy privilege. We can curtail the clerical privileges. We can expand the temple rights where we get more local tax, where we have temples, or maintain balance of power for an extra diplomat and all estates loyalty. While that national tax does sound nice, I think we're going to go for the diplomat and the all estates loyalty. That is very good. Luciande is 31. Okay, they don't have any allies though. Also, they're going to lose Eskin to someone. The Warriors of Ankard, but we can get that back with Reconquest. So I'm not all too concerned about it. Let's get our navies out to help. They're not super helpful, but they're kind of helpful. They got the spirit. They're not like doing much, but they got the spirit. Let's build some more. We are going to have to go to war with Eberthil. Technically, we don't need this land, but realistically, I can't just let this sit here. Though it is kind of nice that Eberthil took it. I think this is from their mission tree. I could be wrong about that. Oh. Oh, it's Frozen Maw that got me. Man, I wasn't even paying attention. That's like cheating. That's like cheating. I wasn't even looking. Can we have a redo? Can we have a redo where I bring in my real army? Come on, come on. I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy chilling out. Let's grab our cavalry. Okay, we got exotic wood in the deep woods. That does track. That makes sense. All right, you guys can split up into stacks of 3. That'll work. Grab this. But we do need to go to war with Eberthil because we need this province. There ain't no way around it, which means fighting Vern, Celiande, and Eka, and we will call on our allies for that one. Oh, because Eka, what would we do fighting the major power of Eka? All right, and you can now make your way back up towards the other ones. I kind of want to take money from Bray Brother, so I'm hoping this fort falls here soon. Stalin is re-elected as emperor. Not that big of a deal. Okay, you guys move, and you guys can go up north. Tornin's capital will fall, and you were abandoned. Okay. Well, I can force you to end the Orcish Purge, and I can make you a vassal. And then ending the Purge will give me a large tolerance increase of orcs. And I don't know if that will be enough to get them off of being oppressed, but it does help me a lot. So, sure. We'll do that, and we'll take some money as well. There we go. They are still oppressed, it seems. Maybe a month tick will fix it, though. Let's go to our nobility, and we will give strong duchies. So we get +2 Diplo relations, so I am not over my Diplo relation limit. And we can complete return on the investment. The Raven March owes its existence to Corvurian patronage, and by all rights, the territory is rightfully part of Corvuria. We shall collect our due. Gain 20 prestige, we add them a historical friend, and we make them a march, which is unfortunate. I don't actually want them as a march. They lose 20 liberty desire. We gain 3. There's 3 dev increase in Woodmark, and we also gain a core on Woodmark, which is their capital, which means I can't seize it. Boo. We may just immediately take them off of being a march. I don't want them as a march. I want to annex them. That way I have easy expansion opportunities into Eskin. Right now, it'll be somewhat difficult to do without it being super painful. Vassalize you. Max money. Oh, our vassals are going to love us. For sure. They're going to just be so thrilled that they are vassals. They're going to be so mad at me. Hey, are we losing this war against Frozema? We sure are. War score from battles is apparently at -17. I mean, I can fix that. Do I care enough? No. I don't. Sorry, Goed. But no, I do not. And I know you want to peace out, but I need your allies' money. And preferably, I get their trade power, too. Give up your claims in Nathalair. It'll make them like me more. There we go. I can't pillage your capital. Get rid of that alliance, because it's already dead anyways. Just keep our prestige at max. Though, it'll probably be maxed out just by simply vassalizing these guys. Alright. There we go. So, we are now once again over our Diplo relation limit. And we cannot recast the Magister thing because they do not have enough influence. So, we're just going to have to eat this very unfortunate... let's get claims on claims. Very unfortunate Diplo relations. Alright, the Weekend Citadel. Like Bal Dostan, Bal Ord also barely weathered the sands of time, no less Storm of the Green Tide. Now it is said to stand as an island against goblin hordes. Under our rule, the Citadel has a chance of recovery. Permanent claim on South Overmarch and Acrid Till, which, yeah, they took, unfortunately. But they currently don't have any allies. So I think we tell these elves to give back our vassals' land. And by tell, I mean forcibly take it from them. What better way to convey information? Right? I think it's a good idea. Oh, yeah, that does end our knowledge sharing. That's true. That's true. But hey, you know what? We'll be fine. All right. Let's get these manpower buildings built up. Get a little bit more manpower going. Besides, right now, they're fighting Rayuel, who is losing badly. And a lot of Bessart and Chessie armies are just standing here. So either we go fight them on Rayuel's territory, or we just kind of wait for them to be done with whatever they're doing. Sagamber would also join this war. You know what? Sure. You probably won't be too helpful, but I mean, you might do some work that I don't want to do. Now we have 11 galleys. Oh, I need at least 6 ports or 3 shipyards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dang. That's unfortunate. So either I need to take one province for myself, like in Gem Isle. But I mean, we can win that war. That's not the problem. It's winning the war navally that will be the problem, because they're going to have heavies. But we can probably jump on Humax Island immediately. Like, if I position my boats out here, like, they'll probably lose, but it would allow me to get the war goal. So we might look into that. Look into that. Yeah, and I'm not going to walk in there. I'm just going to sit here. Boostlar is 15 with no air. Okay. Pearl's Edge has consistently caught our spies, I bet. Yeah. They are not thrilled with us, to put it lightly. Not thrilled with us one single bit. Alright. So there we go. The Rayuel war is over, and Rayuel is dead, and I would love to make Rayuel into a vassal, but we're already over our limit, so we cannot. We do have this mountain fort here, and I don't want to barrage it because I would like to get through my ideas at some point. The problem is we have a really bad leader for that because we're focusing Diplo, so it'll take us a while to get through it. So we have to be really careful on how we spend our points, which, you know, is what it is. I can also kill Aska Everin here. We can send the mercs to deal with that. So let's do that real quick. Like, I know it's in Bulwar, but it's free. It's free. It's so free. It's so free. Plus, we're taking more than just Akritil from Serpentsreach here. Fun fact. Because we want to have somewhere that's actually defendable down here, which means we're going to want to take Gulengor. Now, Abdel Tungar is going to complicate that a little bit. Gulengor's fort will still block this, but I would like, I think, at some point to release Abdel Tungar as a march. And for those that don't know, Abdel Tungar are naval dwarves. So this is a dwarven hold that's on the Sea of Echoes. And I would like to have them under our control, because that would give us a very good defensive spot against Bulwar. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's send our cannons to this siege. Make sure you have the 2 siege guy. Oh, and you got the siege. So we'll immediately just send you onto the province of Abdel Tungar. Okay, and you follow them. Just move the line up. All right, Vir Kors has been colonized. We're not going to state it up, though, because it's going to be in the deep woods, which is going to be trade companies. I think that's the extent of our colonization for now. We can send it to our capital. Usually I don't do that, but we only have it for another 4 years, so we might as well try and get some kind of value out of it. I will grab that Inno. Sure. Yeah, we're very far ahead on tech, so we're looking fine there. We want a siege. This siege right here. Oh, no, sorry, this one. And I will feed that over to Ourdia, because I do not want to crit. Give you your money. I don't really care about your cores. Thank you. Yeah, and Everthill's going to have to be a very soon war. Very soon war. Are we still building more ships? No. We are not. Okay, build 3 more. Actually, cancel that. Let's build a real navy. Build me 3 heavies. Like, let's build a navy that's actually going to live and not just die immediately. Don't tell me to build galleys. Come on, man. Come on. We don't want galleys around here. Galleys are for poor people, and we have money. We have so much money. And a Buslar PU? You know you want to die? You know you want to die. Okay, we don't need these 2 spy networks. Could take a next idea, which I think we will. We'll grab that dev cost and national manpower from serfdom, which is pretty sweet. 53 manpower goes to 60,000. We also get another national idea. I am the land. Corvuria has a long tradition of royal absolutism dating back to its predecessor, the Corburids. The king and the land are one, and all peasants who belong to the land belong to the king. Minus 20% stab cost and 0.5 yearly absolutism. That is pretty good. Don't think about it too hard, though. It's best not to think about stuff like that too hard. You look into it too much, you'll go, huh. Interesting. Interesting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Reinforce them. Reinforce them. Dang. Sagamber, what is wrong with you? Why are you so bad? You're Tech 7. I mean, you have the first 2 quality ideas. How did you do so poorly against the elves? It's just Serpentsreach. They're not that good. They've got national tax. Oh, well, that's bad. No, that's not good. It's a good thing we're attacking them right now. Yeah, I'm glad we attacked them when we did. That is for sure. That is a great conquer. They are going to be very aggressive about a lot of things very quickly. And I don't like that. Can't say I'm a huge fan. Can't say I'm a huge fan. This is still Terra Incognita, so... And we increased the development in our capital. Look at that. Worth. Istalor is friendly. So in response, I'm going to build a spy network and spread my vampires. It's going to happen, I believe. We will be successful. It's going to happen. We are now just. A naive enthusiast, tolerant, and just. All right, our king's just a nice guy, I guess. You know, he's a little naive to everything, but he's pretty tolerant. He's just. He's doing his best. He's got the spirit. He's not the strongest ruler to ever exist, but, you know, at least he's not a tyrant. There are positives in this. There are also negatives. But there are mostly positives for the people that live here. And for them, that's great. For me, that's the ruler of everything. Well, you know, I'd like a little bit more money out of them. And, you know, taxes can always be higher. They can always be higher. You know, these wars, they're expensive. They're very expensive. You know, the coffers, they were really struggling. So, you know, if we could just get a little bit extra money, that'd be great. But no, we got to be just good guys, apparently. No, we don't need to do that. And I do, in fact, want to integrate you as soon as I can. There's no reason for... That's not true, actually. There is a reason for Nathalair. If I build some shipyards, which is next tech, then I can get a free culture conversion from that. So maybe we should just... Hold on. Why am I taking attrition here? Just barely. Here. Stop the attrition. I do not want to take attrition. Yeah, you are a great conqueror, so I mean, I have a healthy fear of great conqueror elves. These guys, if things go well for them and poorly for us, may be able to form the Phoenix Empire. But they'll have other problems to worry about, like how the Raj is already owning a lot of the Salahad Desert. You don't belong here. You go back to your subcontinent, okay? You don't need to be in Bulwar. That's unnecessary. You've got plenty of things to worry about, like the command, right? Command? Oh, actually, you... They have like more than half the development of the command. That's going to be a very strong Raj. All right, respect. Respect. You know, Kedarata wouldn't be a bad alliance. Let's start improving relations with them. I don't ever want their land. They probably won't want my land. Probably. I mean, who knows? Sometimes the AI's decisions on what they want and don't want are interesting, to say the least. All right, benign neglect. Go ahead and tax it. Make a little bit of money. And now we can peace out with you. So, I would like all of this to be transferred over to Ourdia. I am giving well, actually, do I want to give this to Ourdia? Yeah, I need to, because it's on a different continent. This is technically on Bulwar, so if I wanted to take it, I would have to take Gordir. Which, honestly, is probably worth it for the gold mine. It's probably worth it for the gold mine. Yeah, it is. So we'll do that. Akratil goes to Ourdia. All those goes to Ourdia. I'll start to core up Gulingor, and then I'll hand it over. I'll hand Gordir over, I should say, to Ourdia to core up. Now, do I want to take... No. What I want is war reps and max money from you. Do I also want to take the hold? I mean, kind of. Yeah, I do. Now, the AI will repair holds for free, and I don't know if humans can do that. I know the dwarves and goblins and kobolds can, because they can dig, but I don't know if other people can repair it, or if other AIs will repair it, but I think we take it. Like, we almost have the war score. It's not going to take us much longer, so we might as well try. Right. A little bit of greed never hurt anybody, obviously. Just a little bit. Just a little greed. Okay, it's fine. We can afford it. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, 83 war score. Or -3. I am trying to peace out as quickly as possible, though. Don't really want to be stuck in this war forever. Not ideal. Don't get caught in a war in Bulwar for too long. It never ends well. Never ends well. It will bleed your resources dry. Either in the mountains and highlands and hills of northern Bulwar and the deserts of eastern Bulwar, this place will destroy you if you stick around too long. Okay, well, that is a peace deal that I am looking for. Specifically, I'd like this to go over to Ourdia, please. Thank you. And yeah, Resurgence is mad, but they'll get over it by the time it matters. And I can't core that until after I core this, so it seems like we're keeping it. Okay. Move our troops back home. Very successful war. All right, reclaim the southern cities. While they are not Corvurian, the Ourdia do share some history with us and shared heritage under the greater Dostanorian dominion. With Dostanor gone, it falls to us to ensure their safety. A bunch of manpower and production and tax in 2 provinces. Okay. Now, Bal Ord needs to have a repaired citadel. And the only way to do that is to own it yourself. So we'll need to integrate our vassal. I mean, we can work on that, for sure. Wex is no longer a valid rival. I mean, it's about time. It's about time that we recognize that. Come on, we outdid them a long time ago. Long time ago. Okay, Ourdia is coring everything up. We've already got this cord. We are looking pretty solid. That'll take a while to core it, but then we will have a very nice gold mine in our south. But, oh, how's the all of Eskin? Not a lot of orcs, but some orcs. Orcs are nice before Core Night because then you can take a lot of land for free, but there's not quite enough for that. But I do know that we need to take Eskin, so we will have to prepare for that soon. But that is all the time that we have for today. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.